So I've been requested, and I guess it didn't even really take much of a push to get this going. But I'm gonna start doing these little videos for people with spinal cord injuries, just kind of like as like a knowledge and just to kind of throw some information out there. So, but it was really kind of just like it really kind of got the idea going in motion when someone from rehab suggested it. And so here's like my first little video. Not super good at like doing interviews, or I guess this isn't even really an interview, but like a little statement. Let's see. So my name is Jarrett Martin. I'm a T5/6 complete paraplegic. No use of my legs. I do have some feeling, which is weird. I mean, feeling in the sense that I can feel my ass that it hurts. I can feel like if my toe is uncomfortable, like say it's like smushed to my shoe, I can feel or sense or whatever you want to call it that it's like that. But for I guess the official term is that I am complete and that I have no feeling and use of my legs or even my trunk muscles. Kind of like nipple line down, I guess is what they say it is. And I don't know. I guess like my story is I'm 20 years old. I got injured when I was 18. Injury date was August 25th, 2009. And a lot of people ask me what happened, and I tell them. Sometimes I tell them. Sometimes I just try to make my story way cooler than it is. But the actual story is that I was on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, and I'd been working there. I'd been there ever since I graduated high school, and so I was working there in Hawaii, and we were doing a lot of extreme stuff, like between base jumping, skydiving, all that sorts of stuff. Something was bound to go wrong. But what had actually happened was we were doing this stunt thing, and it was called ground launching, and it's a lot like paragliding, a little bit more extreme in the sense that it's with faster parachutes and stuff like that. So I'd done ground launching a few times off this one mountain, and as weird as it sounds, it was starting to get boring. So I thought I'd spice it up a little bit, and I was going to do this one stunt where I was going to ground launch away from the mountain, and if you can picture it, picture a parachute being laid out behind someone or laid out behind me, and I would start running, and as I'd run off the edge of this cliff, the parachute would inflate, and and I'd glide away. Well, once then I was gonna release that parachute and have a secondary parachute, and I'd release that parachute, go back into free fall, and then pull the secondary parachute for like this just added bonus effect, I guess. But I'd become complacent when I was rigging up my parachute, and what led to happen was that when I launched off, how your parachute's connected to your harness, one side released, and obviously you need both of them to make a safe landing, or to be safe in general, not even to land, just to be able to fly. And but anyways, one of them released, and I started spiraling and tumbling and falling or whatever like that. And I started my secondary parachute, and people asked like, "Oh, why don't you just pull your secondary parachute?" Well, I was too low for it to actually inflate, but I'd try to deploy it anyways, just for something to do while I was falling, I guess. And but alas, it didn't really do anything, other than, well, actually no, it didn't do anything. And so as I tumbled, I was instantly paralyzed, knocked unconscious. Did a couple tumbles down the mountain, and yeah, that was that's the accident. People ask me like what's that stunt called, and I just call it like a ground launch to cutaway base jumping accident shenanigans. It's been done before. It's not like I'm trying to do something new, but what happened is I was just a little bit complacent with the parachute rigging, and story of my life. But so yeah, that was back in 2009. It's been a year and a half pretty much since the accident, and I don't know, I just thought I'd do these videos. I always took a lot from these videos when I was recovering, probably from the moment where I got home after rehab to even now. I still do a lot of watching on other people's when they post you know, educational videos or instructional videos on how to do things, and that's what I plan on doing too. Like, you know, I'll probably post something like, this is how I get in my car, this is how I drive my car, this is how I get out of it, you know, not just car things, but like just things around the house, like this is how I do the dishes, this is how I cook, and, you know, this is pretty much just how I live life. And, you know, a lot of people who are able-bodied, you know, like, oh, this is just a cry for attention, and I don't know, maybe it is or whatever like that, but I feel like when I watched all the other videos of the people posting this, I really learned a lot, and I think it really helped in the recovery, in the, you know, the actual process to independency. And I think that's really important. I see a lot of, I don't know, I see too many people in like a similar situation as me that aren't independent, and I guess if that's their choice, you know, teach their own, but I don't know, it's just so frustrating for me when I see somebody like that, and, you know, they have so much, you know, they're capable of so much, but they do nothing, and they're depressed of it. You know, they're depressed because of it. And I just feel like if there's like just somebody out there, and I'm not saying it's going to be me, you know, but I feel like if there's someone out there that would get them motivating to, you know, to just get out there and try stuff, you know, kind of get out of their element, much like a lot of videos that I watched did for me, you know, then all this video stuff will be worth it. And I don't know, I just hope people kind of keep checking back. This is my, you know, like a little introduction or whatever like that. Just kind of telling people a little bit about my injury, a little bit about my story. But you know, you'll learn more as like the videos progress. So I don't know. I guess that's just it. I'm gonna keep this one a little bit shorter. And I know it's really nice today here in Auburn. I have class. I'm going back to class here in a little bit. I might be a little bit late. But after class, I think I'm going to enjoy some of the sunshine. And I don't know, if it's nice where you're at or whatever like that, and you're in a wheelchair, you know, make an effort to get out of the house. So, anyways, till next time.